Yeah.
Next, PPT. Good day, teacher Josatoma Roque Carlos. The students to Esposi are Cornejo, Gamarra, Obregón, Payano, Quispe, Torrealba. We will talk about Afro-Peruvian National Museum. Next, PPT. Está Rosalinda. Introduction. In the house de las the fifth tree the 13 monedas and 18th century colonial mansion is the Afro-Peruvian National Museum. It was recently inaugurated in the 2009 Afro-Peruvian Culture Day. It explains the history of Afro-Americans in Peru and the contribution of their culture to the country. The main themes are slavery and the beginning of the American slave trade in the Latin America social groups. The life of slaves in Peru, mainly relics from the colonial era in the beginning of the Republic, from checklists and branches to different documents that testify to freedom. It explains the historical and cultural aspect of slavery in Peru. Witness interesting and something reason mistreatment from this time period. Next, PPT on history. The Afro-Peruvian National Museum is a cultural entity that is under the administration of the Congress of the Republic. This museum was recently inaugurated in 2009, the Day of Afro-Peruvian Culture and the Year of the Poet, musician, and researcher Nicome Santa Cruz. And its objective is the dissemination of Afro-Peruvian culture, based on the presentation of the history, tradition, as well as the development process and the contribution that the descendants of the American war arrived in the country left for it. Next, PPT.
Good night, teacher, classmates. I'm going to tell the rabbi of the free back Islam in Peru. At the judgment of the conquest of America, the Africa is later wielding the sentence in Europe. Paul is the New World of the Africa is later thriving operating sound, no? Relating system and began in the 16th century under the rule of Portugal. Merchandise and its meat Tazón 2012. Africa, next PPT, next mm, mm, uh, sí. By the chat, Africa is little Bihar already become the basis of a import to agriculture, economic, and is the component of the urban a domestic service of the whole continent. Thank you, teacher.
The market dynamic actor indicating the from the human parity that used for being a athlete for bearing the foot of his her weight across when it was batted for having brand and F on his parade.
Marcia.
Mhm. A continuation with an exhibition. Lace dog, a dog exhibition. A sleek in Peru. Dogs wear is clean, where eyes have their master. Was a model that was called slavery by us do system consists in which the master changes slave were in the days inside is chosen by the master and is offered by the slave. His slave and which were in the history in the same days as free blacks and other sections. The population days they were as artisan, which clearly strict vendor, potter, water, carrier, fan lover, muleter, pantenter, painter, and their ever friends, favorably, favorably, Hugo favorably, many sleep were fixed Anderson by their master, whose son is an investing winning were strict vendor and books and other products. Laundress, cooks, hair, weakness. Following the story goes that the egg was waste and Bichera and dog enamored that their master. Fruagui struck and her buffet looks gags etc. Under that Afro-Fusion, which is the measure. War African's brother, Hugh his Peruvian, in books once went with. Favorably.
Next or following.
Afro-Peruvian National Museum, Religions, Processions. The sad villain defeated as title of good and therefore white, as solve the matter. Eager for to monitor their fate, send them to mass and prevent them from committing sins such as cohabitation, white or for the cross, slaves get baptized, Christian and had to enjoy all the rights like any other person such as the sacrament of marriage and extreme unction, which allowed access to benefit such as, for example, and identity registered in the Parents Book that heads us to institutions such as the court, social practice such as participation in parish, masses, processions, and festive activities, and even the right to undignified death. Next. From the era of the colonial period, Africans were sold to and ends. Catholic religiosity devout participate in Bronterbook to mass but and procession were part of a long process of evangelization than at all. From descent Saint and Martin called the Lord of the miracle, son self. And friends are framed for their moral virtues, example, light, and faith, such as Ursula de Jesus and San Martin de Porres. The colonial procession were one of the species with the grace Afro descent present. Thank you.
Health. The health of the slaves was general poor, so the reproductive rate was low. Most of the deaths were in the people under the age of 15. Diseases and poor nutrition being the cause of infant mortality. Next. Refuge of the slaves. The palenque or refugio were huts roughly made by the slaves who had fled from the cruelty of their owners. Next.
Good night, everyone. It is my turn to talk about the instruments of the Afro-Peruvians. The Peruvian box, small box, how, and Checo are the real protagonists of Black's Rhythm of Peru. The Peruvian box, about their shapes and the size vary, the percussionist sits on the instrument playing it in the front part. This wooden box has a circular hole of about 10 centimeters. The how, lower how of a donkey, mule, or horse, which is true be rattling loose teeth in their alveoli, which act as resonators. A small box, the instrumentalist hits the sides of the box with a small as a mallet, while with the other hand he beats the lid incessantly, opening and closing it. Checo. It is considered one of the oldest percussion instruments of the Afro-Peruvian community. The checo is made from a pumpkin that emits a sound similar to the Peruvian box. Thank you. Anexos 1, 2, 3, y thank you.
Thank you.